Hey gamers, I'm taking a little break at the moment from the GTA retrospective because I found something interesting on the internet yesterday, and I looked into it a little bit more today. They're making a movie, supposedly, based off of one of my all-time favorite video games, and many people will agree this is probably their favorite, if not favorite, close to their favorite gaming franchises, and I am talking about the Twisted Metal franchise. These are all the Twisted Metal games I own. There are 7 total for the original PlayStation and PlayStation 1 combined. For the first PlayStation there was 1, 2, 3, 4. Small Bro, which I gave away sadly. Have to get that one again. And then Moving the Black, which is pretty much the 5th game because Small Bro came out later. And then the last one for the PlayStation 2, which was ported from the PSP to the PS2. Anyways, I found this to be really interesting, and fans of Twisted Metal who have heard this news are probably saying what I was saying. I was saying this in my head though. Please do not murder this film, murder the game by making a sad rip-off like they normally do. Silent Hill, the movie was good. Mortal Kombat was good, I liked that. I didn't really see Street Fighter, so I don't know if that's good or not. Alone in the Dark, it's got its ups and downs, but it is not really anything like the game at all. It's more based off of the New Nightmare. And Resident Evil, I just can't stand the movies. They're not Resident Evil to me. And supposedly the guy who's making Crank is who made Crank and Crank 2 is doing the movie. And supposedly the characters that are supposed to be the main stars of it are of course Sweet Tooth, but I can't imagine anybody playing Sweet Tooth. Like, I just can't. People say that Sweet Tooth is fat, but he's actually pretty muscular. But he's got a little chub going on. Like, he's pretty chubby. Dollface, for some reason they're making her a main character in the movie. And of course, you can't have Twisted Metal without this guy being the main character next to Sweet Tooth. Calypso. That's another rule I'm worried about. Who the hell is going to play William Calypso? In case you're all wondering why I said William Calypso, if you read up on the instruction booklet for Twisted Metal Small Bro, it says what his name is. I always thought his first name was Calypso and they just called him Calypso, but apparently his name is Billy or William Calypso. And supposedly, from what I know, from what I read, don't actually know if it's true, it's supposed to be based on Twisted Metal PS3, the PS3 plotline. But here's the deal though. I want these characters these five main characters, five characters from Twisted Metal to be in it, like the Twisted Metal games. Axel. I definitely want Axel in there because I'm a big fan of Axel. Sweet Tooth, of course, but he's already going to be in there, so. But the second one, Shadow, and I'm talking about the original Shadow, Mortimer. Mr. Grimm definitely needs to be in there. You can't have a party without having Mr. Grimm in there because Sweet Tooth, Minion, and Grimm have been in all of the Twisted Metal games except for Twisted Metal Head-On. Getting to the next thing. Minion. Minion needs to be in there too. If you don't have Minion, you don't have a final boss. Minion was always the final boss. I guess Dark Tooth was the final boss in the second game, so yeah. And for number 5, for number 5, I'd probably have to go with, let me think right now. I'd probably have to go with Hammerhead, because I just liked his vehicle, like a big monster truck, and being able to crush people. But again, if Hollywood is listening out there, please do not murder this frickin' film. Please do not murder the frickin' game series by making a trashy film. And like I said, I liked Silent Hill, the movie. I'm not afraid to admit it. I really enjoyed it. But I think that it should have been Harry Mason and not the character of Rose. But overall, that was still a pretty decent movie. But again, we'll get into the soundtrack as well. Is there even going to be a soundtrack? And if so, who are they going to put on it? Is it going to be like music, or is it going to be instrumentals? Because if it's going to be instrumentals, they should at least get stuff from the first game, the second game, Twisted Metal Black. Oh, and that's another character who should be in it. I should have said 6 characters. Black should be in it too. Also, might as well put in some Twisted Metal Head-On soundtrack in there too, because the Twisted Metal Head-On soundtrack, 2 thumbs up. I loved the soundtrack for Twisted Metal Head-On. And if they're going for music, I'd like to see some Rob Zombie in there. Like, I loved the soundtrack for Twisted Metal 4. Rob Zombie, put him in there. His music, I don't mean the main character of Rob Zombie. Even though Rob Zombie is in this game as a playable character. Put Cypress Hill in there, NWA. I know fans of Twisted Metal are going to hate me for this. Some people might agree, though. These guys have not been on the Twisted Metal soundtrack that I've heard of. And if they have, this is big news to me, but I don't think they have been on the soundtrack. Insane Clown Posse and Twisted. I think they should have at least a bit part, have their music put in there, into the movie somewhere. Because whenever I think of Sweet Tooth, I think of him just laughing while killing people, listening to a little bit of Insane Clown Posse or Twisted while ramming into people. And as it stands, since Twisted Metal for the PS3 is rated M, is the movie going to be rated R? Because if it's going to be rated R, the little kids won't be able to see it because there's going to be some graphic blood and gore. Because I heard, I actually seen in the demo, there's some pretty bloody stuff in the demo for Twisted Metal PS3 or Twisted Metal 2012, and the overall plot line would be pretty mature too, because Twisted Metal Black had a really mature storyline, and you could definitely tell because all the characters were whacked as hell. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Tell me what you think about should they make a movie, because I would love to see a Twisted Metal movie personally, but I do not want Hollywood to fuck it up. So tell me what you guys think. Give me your opinions. There's a comment box down below. All you have to do is tell me what you think, or private message me, or do whatever. Tell me what you guys think. I'm out. Tell me what characters you would like to see in the movie, and tell me if they're doing the right thing with having, I think his name is Abby something, I forget his name. But anyways, it's the guy from Crank who's making it, like the guy who made Crank made it. Do you think that they're doing the right thing by putting him in charge of directing it? Anyways, I'm out. Tell me what you guys think. Peace. Psychopathic One signing off.